Hello. So I am coming to you on some, I don't want to call it drama because I don't think this is drama. I think this is plain like racism. Talk about something that's been going on author Twitter. I'm not on author Twitter. This just ended up blowing up and I wanted to spread the word. Not in like oh my gosh, this is drama, this is tea way, or to even ruin the author's career, only because though other authors have expressed that they didn't want to ruin this author's career. But I guess out of boredom, because I have nothing to do, and like I was gonna film this video before work, and I was just like, I don't know, it doesn't feel right because I don't want to like cancel anyone. But like who knows if anyone will like even care about this video. But this is crazy. Like, I'm so sorry, this is crazy. That's why I had to do this video, because it's crazy. Like, I was like going to work and I was still seeing more tweets that added more flame to the fire, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And like I'm sorry, I have to talk about this. Like, this isn't like a tea video or a drama video. This is just me wanting to talk about this. So I have my snacks, my drink, I got my snuggie on. This might come off because I might get hot. I am sorry if you hear music playing, because my brother, he's a musician, and the sad thing about sharing a wall with a sibling is that you hear all of their business. So I got my iPad and we're ready to go. I'm gonna tell this how I found out everything. So there is a plain flat thread that just tells you everything that happens. You're living through me right now. So I found this tweet by the author Bethany Batiste. She has a book debuting March 5th, 2024 called The Poisons We Drink. Okay, so her tweet says, now I was a little confused because of her name and profile picture. I was like, who is this white lady? What are we talking about? Like, what? So it says, I don't wanna be like looking down the entire time. So it says, I just want to know so y'all don't support that author while simultaneously not supporting the debuts affected anyways. That's why nobody's saying anything right now. This is hot tea for y'all. Meanwhile, debuts have to do with albino snake in the hen house. Let us process this. And then she follows by saying, also, before anyone comes over here with that, how dare I not say who it is? Check my track record. I do call outs. You don't know my life or my situation. And then she goes to say some personal stuff that like I don't feel comfortable saying here. I'm sorry, I wanted to know the tea. I just feel like, why say anything if you're not gonna say the author? So I was like ugh. I'm like, ugh, this is boring then. Like, why do I care? I'm so sorry, but I'm being real. I was just like, ugh, why should I care then if you're not even gonna say who it is? Like, this could be some random author that I never plan to read. Whole time it was an author that I did plan to read. And this is why I actually, I'm sorry, but I personally feel like if you're gonna, I have to get to the point. I'm so sorry. Before I start making my tweets, I need to get to my point. So I'm gonna get to my point and then circle back. So then I have author Sharon J. Zhao. I feel like this video is all over the place because I had to change my outfit so early on. But I got hot, okay? Okay, so she tweeted, if you as a debut author are going to make a bunch of fake Goodreads account, one-star bombing fellow debuts you are threatened by, can you at least not make it obvious by upvoting your own book on a bajillion different lists with those same accounts? I read this whole thread. I guess it's not that long. I'm not going to leak the extensive receipts so I don't ruin this person's career before it starts, but if they're going to go any further in a similar vein, actions will be taken, which now we know who the author is, and I'll share that. I gotta keep the mystery here. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's not important. Also, don't pretend to be one of the victims, LMAO. There are plenty of receipts that prove you're the perpetrator. Don't push the real victims into releasing them, which I'm assuming the author did. This is the last I'll speak on this. There is something extra despicable about using clearly POC names in a fake account to upvote every negative review on POC books, so the top ones are all 1 and 2 star, like what in the yellow face. And then here are a list of upcoming books this person review bombed. Camilla Cole, So Let That Burn. Bethany Batiste, The Poisons We Drink. Molly X Chain, To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods. Frances White, Voyage of the Damned. K.M. Enright, Mistress of Lies. Now, I want to state that most of these authors are POC. I also found that there are some other authors included in this. Not all of them are POC, but most of them are. And at least from what I've seen about these books, most of them are also YA books. The author that is in question, their book is an adult book. Okay, so then we find out who the person is. So I found this tweet and it says, listen, I hate bullies. I hate being right about white queers with a bad vibe. I hate pattern recognition, but yeah, this tracks. If any impacted adult authors of this review bombing scheme would like a shout out in my newsletter and a pre-order link, email or DM me. So somebody asks, are people messing with you again? And then it says, no. Kate Corin got caught manipulating their Goodreads reviews with multiple fake accounts and review bombing their peers while also pretending to be a victim in the situation. I am unaffected, but a lot of innocent debuts were hit. This is absolutely crazy to me. To pretend to be one of the victims? You're insane. Like, I'm sorry, like you're insane. And then it's like, if you go to her account, her tweets are protected, but also a lot of mutuals are blocked by her. One of my mutuals, he discovered that he was blocked by this author a few weeks ago, and he had just been like, what the fuck? Like, he literally asked me if I was blocked by her, and I wasn't, which is like crazy. And so he's like, what the heck? And it's been racking his brain, I feel like, as like why he was blocked by this author. So then I didn't save that tweet, but a mutual of mine had basically saw that they were blocked by this author and was like, what the hell? Like, I've never interacted with this person before. They were so, and then a lot of other people started saying that they were blocked by this author as well. But it seems to be previous situations and not this situation to begin with. But I still do find that very interesting. So then, this is where it gets, I don't want to be like, this is where it gets good. Like, this is like my little television show. But so then, Bethany had to make a tweet because of, in her tweet she said, an albino snake in the hen house, which is an old southern saying, by the way. But basically she quote tweeted that tweet and was like, this morning I called the white debut who targeted myself and other debuts an albino in a hen house, in a subtweet by an author with albinism and by multiple people. I was accused of being ableist, and she believed that I was calling her out specifically. So then she goes to clarify a few things. This is a long ass story. I'm sorry, I'm not reading this shit to you. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, this is long. But basically, some of the key points that I found is that they're defending themselves. I personally think this was to, like, I think that someone was calling her out to throw people off or to get people to be like, oh, what she's saying isn't true because she said this problematic thing, which people do on Twitter all the time, so I actually would not be surprised. And like I said, this is an old southern saying. Like, I knew what she meant when she said it, because like, this is an old saying. And it actually is very funny because it reminds me of this thing that I saw Jackie Ina say, where she was talking about how being a black creator, when you start to have creators that aren't black, you have to watch what you say, because a lot of, like, black people know what we're saying. Like, if I were to talk to if someone were to watch this video, they would know what I'm saying. I knew what she was saying when she said albino in a hen house. Like, it's an old saying. But when you have like a wider audience, they might not know what you mean and take offense to what you're saying. So I just thought that that was funny how, like, I saw that video like earlier this week and how that video came into play. It's like, as black creators, it sucks that we have to be like careful. It doesn't suck, but it's like we have to code switch, because if you don't, like, people are gonna try to take what we say and like cancel you from it, because the author did not mean this in like any intent to be ableist. But it's very clear that whoever was calling her out was literally move the goalposts. Is that like the right saying? Basically, like, to, anyways, whatever. So then Sharon tweets, okay, I've had enough. How fucking dare anyone spread lies about Bethany, one of the victims of the review bombing, to deflect from the allegations, which what my theory was correct. Here are 31 pages of review bombing. Everyone, judge for yourself. Clicking on the link. Hopefully this is better than like my freaking... Okay, this is way better. So when I was on my phone, and wait, hold on. This book is space opera. And it's like, the book was a space, like I was actually really excited about the book, but like I'm not gonna read it. Like clearly you don't want someone like me reading your book. So if you go and look, yeah, so I'm gonna post, should I just screen record this? I'm gonna screen record this. And then how do you, what does this mean? How do you screen record on an iPad? Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna screen record. I'm gonna go through and screen record on my phone, and then I'll insert it. So then it basically lists the person's Goodreads account, and it literally says that their account was created December 2023. And then it like shows it pops up as their want to read. Yeah, so then they posted the person's Goodreads shelves of what they've read, and apparently they've read 67 books in one day. So they have some books not rated, and then they have like white authors. They rated Red Queen 1 star, which is actually really real. They rated their own book 5 stars. Like, oh, that's not suspicious at all. Like, looking at all these 5 stars, like Song of Achilles, MTV with a Vampire, Cersei, Gideon the Ninth, For the Wolf, Lore Olympus, Crown of Starlight. They did rate Yellowface 5 stars. My Roommate is a Vampire, Serpent of the Wing, Gaze Upon Wicked Gods, 2 stars. The Poison We Drink, 1 star. A Fate, Invited in Blood, I think that's what that says. Sorry, it got kind of blurry. 1 star. So Let Them Burn, 1 star. 31 pages is crazy. So then it has some lists. So yeah, I'm not sure if this link will be working, so I'll try to like put in a screen recording of as much as I can. There also are, oh, I forgot I had pimple patches on. Oh my gosh. Ooh, there's a tweet here. Ooh, this is good. Okay. Nasty surprise of the day was learning that there are fake accounts messing with my Goodreads ratings recently. Actually read my book. Actually read my book and want to rate it and review it. That would be great. As reader interest pre-release tells my publisher that my book is worth investing in. I guess that explains why my rating was fluctuating so much. If you like my book, please rate it and review it. If you hate it, you're also entitled to share your opinion. But making fake accounts to manipulate my book's rating is something else entirely. I'm going to be sad now. Because it's like, these people are giving your books 5 stars. So it's like, oh, I'm so sad people review my books with 5 stars. Oh, I'm so sad. And then this Google Doc says, as if the fake reviews on their books are, okay, they said the same thing I'm saying, were 1 star instead of 5 star. They're going to claim a friend did it in their name with screenshots of a conversation as proof. Doesn't explain how. 1, this has been going on since April. 2, the conversation is timestamps. The event, oh shit, sorry, the evening of December 5, but half the accounts were already deleted in the morning after the book paper has been brought to the editor's attention. 3, why didn't they reach out to authors impacted immediately? Because if you were truly innocent, surely they'd clear that up right away. 4, why a Goodreads account has confirmed to be theirs upvoted their book on the same 37 obscure lists the fake accounts did. So point 2, I probably look stupid. I'm sorry, this iPad is big. If anyone's wondering, my brother gave it to me. Because he's a gamer guy and he doesn't really have a use for iPad, so he gave me his. So yeah, the second point will come into play later. Just remember that. It'll come into play now. So then I'm like in my Uber on my way to work, and then I literally see this thread, and I'm like, okay. So, okay, for anyone else on writer Twitter who has just woken up to a bunch of weird memes and posts about Goodreads and Raylo and reviews, here's a recap that, as best as I can manage. Buckle up, this is gonna be a long one. Around November 12th, someone made several fake accounts to 1-star review bomb various debut books, such as Danielle Jensen, Molly Chang, while 5-starring debut author Kate Corin's books. Around the same time, a Goodreads account named Trashy Spam also began putting debuts such as Bethany Batiste under listings such as fake reviews, bad writing. Many authors figured out these were related by someone in debut Slack group. I don't know what that is, probably because I'm not in it. That's not my business. So then it says, no one could figure out Tasty Spam, and the mystery was dropped until Sharon's tweet earlier today added a clue and sparked the debate. And then it shares Sharon's tweets. Okay, and then it's okay. So next part says, a member confirmed it was someone in the Slack, and Kate came forward but stated the burner wasn't her, and instead a friend from the Raylo fanfiction doing it to assist her. She provided screenshots. So basically, Kate said, oh yeah, like this was like, basically Kate came forward saying that it was a friend doing it to help her and not her. So then she provided screenshots, but if you look at the screenshots, the timing is off. Because, okay, so at one point in the screenshot, it says today at 8:36 p.m. And then then the person replies yesterday at 8:37 p.m. And it's like, how are you replying exactly a day later? And it does it again earlier in it where it says today 8:31 p.m. Yesterday 8:30. Like, whoever edited the screenshots did a shit job. They did a poor job. So reading back to the thread though. Members, including Bethany, were skeptical about the shots being real, pointing out the inconsistent timestamps, melodramatic language, and Lily is the friend who supposedly made these accounts for Kate. And Lily's Discord being both now deleted and not evident in any sort of group chat besides this DM conversation. A friend of Kate shut down the argument, but pulled a post of Bethany had made earlier on Twitter and accused her of using the term albino as a derogatory slur against people with albinism. And then that was a tweet I shared. Damn, I lost my place in the thread. That was a tweet I shared earlier. Oh, this thread is so long, but we're almost done. Okay. Meanwhile, a few other members cited concerns with sharing private info on the server after this. So the hashtag BIPOC and hashtag disability channels were locked, with the latter being claimed by the friend to be as a result of this discussion. The people who locked the disability thread stated that they'd done it as a privacy request, not due to use of the term albino for white people, and that it was manipulative for the friend to try and throw Bethany under the bus in order to make herself out as a victim. Bethany understandably left the Slack due to this. I think the Slack is a Discord. I don't know, I'm not an author. Siren's post supporting her covers more detail. Several others also left in solidarity and or anger, and AFAIK, the team, is now going to increase moderation so this doesn't happen again. That's not the end of it. So I was combing through the quotes. I was just reading the quotes randomly and I found this tweet. Wave. I have been friends with Kate since 2018. And then in quotes it says, not so much lately. When I personally baited their fic in the Raylo fandom, including social media AUs, and everything about this reeks deeply of a late stage attempt to cover up incredibly poor done review gaming with self-insert fic. And it's like so crazy because, so basically what they're saying, because I've made AUs before, so basically what they're saying is this person used a fake website to create a fake conversation between them and this so-called Lily, and you can tell because the timestamps are off. And when you make social media AUs, you can change like timestamp, you can have timestamps, you can have names, blah blah blah. So clearly this is poorly done. Like, she didn't even think about covering her ass very well. Like, come on now. So yeah, then it just goes, it's a bunch of stuff in this thread. A mutual of mine. So yeah, I'm sorry, I had to talk about this because I just think that this is really insane. Like, I've never heard of anything like this before. Like, I don't know. And I also want to implement like talking more about like things that happen on social media, because I think I'm a journalist, even though I'm not. I love like pop culture and just things on social media, and I'm always knowing something, so I'm like, why not make a video with this? I will continue it because I don't think I've ever done like a video like this before. I never wanted my channel to be something where I talk about drama. I'm not like a tea page or anything like that. I just found this very interesting and like absolutely insane. But comment your thoughts down below. I want to have a discussion about this. I want to know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video.